First, we've got to go through a whole ocean of bad.
When the darkness of legend begins to affect her home island, a girl named Moana seeks out the demigod Maui to help her return the heart of the goddess Te Fiti. The good. There aren't very many characters in this movie, but our two main characters are pretty good. The girl playing Moana, Auli'i Crovalo, is a new talent with very impressive skills in both acting and singing. I also really like the fact that Moana as a character is very determined about her goals and very proactive about accomplishing them. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is in this movie as Maui the demigod. He does bring his celebrity personality with him, and luckily that personality meshes with many different aspects of the character of Maui. Given the fact that the movie focuses on Maui and Moana as a group, it's very relieving that both of these characters have really good chemistry with each other, whether they're taking comedic jabs at each other or they're supporting each other. As a unit, they're a lot of fun to watch. Now ordinarily this would be business as usual. Disney movie animation is really good. The thing is, in this movie I actually have a few particular things to point out about the animation. The character designs, for characters who don't have exaggerated proportions, feel like they've been taken up a few notches to the point that the shape and contour of the characters actually makes them look like people. And the motion of these characters is very fluid and very natural. This I say mostly as a comparison to 3D animated films of the last few years. I think significant steps forward have been taken in that department. I also really enjoy the animation applied to Maui's tattoos and the ocean being made into something of a physical character. And of course, the songs. The culture influencing this movie is Polynesian, so naturally the soundtrack is heavily influenced by island music, tribal drumming, chanting, etc., and is very energetic. My top two favorite songs in this movie are You're Welcome and How Far I'll Go, which are both great character songs for Maui and Moana respectively. My favorite is How Far I'll Go. The iffy. There are a few other songs in this movie that, while fun and energetic, they just don't stick in my mind quite as easily as the other two. And I hear a lot of people going crazy over the soundtrack of this movie, so maybe it's just me. But there is one song in this movie, and the 10-minute scene that involves that song, that, while it would work really well as an entertaining one-off, feels a bit out of place when meshed with the rest of the movie. But it's not a cardinal sin against the movie by a long shot, and there is an element to the scene that is necessary to the plot. I feel I should inform you guys that there's a post-credit scene at the end of this movie. I feel like this is something that Disney is starting to do because they did it with Frozen and now they've done it with this one. It's cute, it's short, it's not anything huge and groundbreaking, but it's fun and you should stay for it. I also feel that this movie's emotional factor, while not weak, is just not quite as strong as I would like it to be. The bad. Following Moana on her journey across the ocean is her adorable animal sidekick, a chicken named Hei. The defining characteristic of this chicken? He's really, really dumb. And unfortunately, this is the only trick that this chicken has throughout the entire movie, and it's unfortunate because I actually saw an animal sidekick earlier on in this movie, a pig, who would have made a much better sidekick. But no, we were stuck with the chicken. And the chicken got old fast. The weakest part of this movie was the resolution, the third act specifically. By a certain point in the movie, it started to feel emotionally uneven, and it started to have a lot of moments happen just to fulfill certain story beats. The verdict? Moana tells a story that's pretty straightforward and uses a lot of tried and true Disney tropes, but at the same time, it is still very energetic, uplifting, and a lot of fun. This is Detective Steve, and I noticed partway through that this movie has Temuera Morrison in it as Moana's father, the chief. So now that I know that Disney has Temuera Morrison's number on file, let's get him in a Boba Fett movie, shall we? Going along with Moana on her journey across the ocean is her adorable animal side chick. Side chick, 'cause he's a chicken.